It's so dark. What's up, people? I'm trying to figure out why it's so dark on this camera, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why I can't see it. This is my first live. This is your boy J Hud. What time is it? 9:07. I hope everybody doing all right tonight. I'm just sitting here chilling, seeing what's going on, people. See who might tap in and see what's going on. Because I said I was gonna tell y'all the story about how my wife is incarcerated, why she's incarcerated, and how long she's gonna be incarcerated. And hopefully, when she calls one time, I can be able to let y'all hear the conversation. I see you, Nestor Global. You my boy, man. You always show me love, man. I respect that, man. I really do, man. But they always say when you're doing something positive, you have to show all kind of proof. But if I was up here saying something negative, people would tap in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But let's see if some more people tap in. But what's going on with you, Nestor Global? Oh, I see my cousin in the house. Yo, my cousin Chris Hudson's in the house. That's my cousin, man. I love him to death. He real nice with the computer. He got a little business. Go check him out. Chris, what's your YouTube page? You heard me, cuz? I'm just sitting here. I finally got back in school, man. You know what I'm saying? So I can finish these 2 classes. I'm so happy about that, man. Ain't nothing in the street but some danger. Chizette Tyson, how you doing? Oh, you don't have a YouTube? Oh, I'm saying, but don't you be selling it like you got your little business online? What's how you tap into your business? Cuz Chizette Tyson, I see you. How you doing? Okay, that's good. That's good. Like I told y'all, man. I was married. I am married, but my wife is incarcerated. Thanks, Nestor. Yeah, man, I'm happy I got back in school, man. I don't see the link yet, cuz. I get the link so I can post it next time. So I post it on mine so people could know how to get in touch with you. Hey, Adrian, how you doing? Much love from Savannah, Georgia, huh? Is it nice down there, Adrian? Savannah, Georgia. That's good. Okay, that's nice. I want to get out of New Haven too, man. Just like 2 Sundays ago, boy got shot. This girl I know, her son he's like, I forgot how old he was. He got shot in the head and killed, man. Last 2 Sundays ago, man. It's a shame. These kids up here, man, is something else. But they have no guidance. And it's like the older people are scared to communicate and talk to them, like they're scared of them because some of the young kids are so wild. Yeah, New Haven is their way right now, cuz you're right. I'm trying to make the best of it, though. That's why I'm glad I'm back in school. 2 classes ago, I have my bachelor's degree in social work. I'm going to still go on after that and get my master's, too, though. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to continue to do that. What I'm trying to do with this channel, man, I'm trying to have a channel that, give good information for people that's trying to educate themselves or people that's trying to become better parents and stuff like that. Please hit the like button. That's right. Hit the like button. And I'm trying to get it off the ground, you know what I'm saying? Because the reason why I say that is because I lost a daughter at 16. My youngest daughter was 16 years old. I did a video on it if you go back and see it. And she got shot in the face by another female that was 19, and she died, and that was devastating. And, yeah, I'm still in school, cuz I'm doing my thing. It was devastating to me though when my daughter got killed, man, in 2011. And I don't care how much time goes away, I miss my daughter, man. She was only 16 years old. She didn't deserve to die like that. I know, and that's you right, because shoot, I owe loans now. They act like they want it. I know, because remember when we first started school? We was locked up. We was locked up, and I started going to school, taking college courses from jail. I sure did. And I continued to go on that path when I got out. And I got my associates, and I got my bachelor's coming after 2 classes. And I'm gonna keep going. Like I said, I wanna do like a sober house, but I want to do it for the younger kids. Kids that's in the street that might not have nowhere to go. Because right now, that's why I go outside because I try to blend in with the kids, with the younger generation. And I'm telling you, most of these young kids that's running around the streets, they really don't have nowhere to go. Their mothers is out in the street with nowhere to go, living with somebody else. Their father's probably in jail or living somewhere else. And these people just run around the streets, just staying anywhere, at a friend's house, at a cousin's house, at an aunt's house, sometime outside all night. Thank you, Chazette. I'm definitely trying to make something happen and give back instead of taking it like all my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm 54 years old. Half of that I've been spent incarcerated. And that's a damn shame because I know better than that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, cuz I'm definitely gonna do it, man. But I should have I know that's what somebody else told me too. They told me Atlanta probably a good place to go for me. I think it would be a good place for me to go. I'm really ready to leave New Haven. The only thing I'm hesitant about is because, my mom's is still here, and I got a brother here, but I'm thinking about getting out of here. I'm really thinking about that. But like I said, I want to get some kind of nonprofit program that's going to help teenagers, men, women, whoever, separate houses though. You don't want to mix the men with the women because that's chaotic, and you have to really have people working in the house that's really going to be on point and make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to. Step one, what's up, baby? What's up? I see you, man. I told you I was going to get it. I was going to get it going. And I'm trying to get it going, man. I'm glad all the people that, still support me. I don't get many of my videos, 23, 25, stuff like that, because I'm talking positive and I'm just trying to brief people on what I'm going to be doing. Yeah, I'm right next door to Yale, man. I'm right down. I'm not far from Yale, like 5 minutes away. Right there, man. It's right there by Yale. What's up, man? You work tonight? Hopefully I can get back to work. I was working at it wasn't a detox center. It was more like Asia said she's gonna laugh at you, cuz. But I hear a lot of good things about Atlanta. I swear I do. I do, man. And a lot of people I know have moved down there and doing very well. So, I think I need to get out of New Haven, man, because people know me for the negative side so much. It's like it's hard to believe. Oh, you're off for 2 days? That's good. Get that rest, man. Get that rest for them 2 days. I seen the video about the young kid, man, Willis Gotti, man, pushing his grandmother, man. You try to like the kid, but then he do crazy stuff. I don't know what's up with him. You know what I'm saying? But he got to get it together, man, because that made him look bad. Yeah, get that rest, Step. Because you down south where you could be just you, is all that land and all that look around. You gotta have a car down there. I like to be around people. You know what I'm saying? I can't live around in the woods. I can't live in the woods. Yeah, man. But yep, I just got off. Today I just finished signing the last paper I had to sign to do my financial aid over, because after when the COVID happened, everything shut down, the school shut down. So now the admissions people lady called me today. She's out the blue and said, "I'm gonna help you. Just fill out this paper." I filled out the admissions paper. I got the financial aid done. Liggity Laura, how you doing? Peace to you too, bro. Peace to you. You know? No, I know Atlanta's not. I was talking about where my cousin Chris living at. He's down south somewhere. He down south somewhere. But yeah, man, that's my goal. Like I said, I was working at this place on Grant Street. It's part of Cornell Hill Health Center. And it's a place for men, inpatient, 40 something beds. And when I was doing my internship, that's where I did my internship at. And I did my intern for 2 semesters, which was 6 months. And I worked for free at a private location off the grid, huh, cuz? So I worked for free for 6 months. And now listen, now I'm not no young boy. I'm in my 50s almost. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost in my 50s at that time, because that was what, 2016? So I'm 50 something years old, and I'm like, okay, I'll do the internship for 6 months. But then when I graduated my associates, now I supposed to have moved. I was doing counselor work. I had like nine clients. I was doing 3 groups a day, and I was working 2 nights overnight. When it was time for me to start working and getting paid, now they tell me that they don't have a position for me. They said they have a position for an aide, like you could be a residential aide, like take people urines, take people to appointments. But you don't need no degree for that. You only need a high school diploma, and you're at the front desk. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm out of the office. I don't have no clients, and I'm doing that. But me humbling myself, I did it for 2 years. I did it for 2 years. And when that 2 years was up, I kept seeing them hire other people for the position that I was applying for once I got my degree. And they kept saying, just be patient. 2.5 years go by, just be patient. And I see them bringing other people in. Now they bring in a supervisor for the residential aid. And now she's not getting along with everybody. She fired 2 people and brought in her own friends. So I knew I wasn't gonna last. She's going to HR, telling them stuff about me. Well, what she's hearing from the streets. He's still behaving in the streets. He's probably still doing this and doing that, because I know a lot. So anybody come in there, I know them, white, black, Puerto Rican, whatever. Because you know when you're hustling, you know everybody that's getting high or that's trying to make some money. And they had a problem with that. So I couldn't take it no more, man. They called me to HR this last time, and I flipped on her because she was trying to get me fired anyway, and they wasn't trying to move me along. So I just flipped in the meeting and just got up and walked out. And I decided to go to school at Albertus Magnus, because I live right down the hill from Albertus Magnus, another college. And 2 classes to go, and I'll have my bachelor's degree. Now my pay rate to go up. So the next job I have, I will be counseling somewhere. I can work with the probation office, or I can work, for the juvenile probation office. I can work in the jails. I can do a lot. So I know God gonna bless me with that, man. So I had a rough life, man, but I'm still trying to make it. And like I said, my wife is incarcerated. It has something to do with medication. She wasn't at my house when it happened. She was at her grandmother's house, and she was on the program. I'll keep it real. She was on the program, and you know the methadone program to keep you clean and keep you working. She was working and off everything, doing her thing. And but one day me and her had an argument, and she went to her grandmother's house. So she stayed out there. So it's time to take her medicine. She pours it in the juice, sat it on the table, and she fell asleep. Her daughter was 11 years old at the time. Her daughter wakes up, see the juice on the table, and just drunk it down. So now when my wife wake up, she's trying to wake her daughter up. She's groggy. She's waking up a little bit, but she's not really waking up. And so calling the ambulance, and she ended up going into a little like a coma, like for like 5 or 6 days. So then the father, because it's not my daughter, the father's already mad and jealous because we married and he's not in the picture no more. So he started talking about, you did it on purpose. I'm calling the police. And I told my wife not to talk to the police because you didn't do it on purpose. But she don't know. She's scared, and she's they're scaring her, and she ended up getting charged. They gave her assault one, man, just for her daughter taking her medication. So so that was crazy, man. And I don't know how they can do that to somebody who's never been in trouble, that loved her daughter loved her to death. I told her there's no way they would find you guilty if you take it to trial. This particular day, she went to court by herself, and they scared her. You know how they do when you go to court. If you don't take this time, it's off the table today. And if you go to trial and lose, you're gonna get 20 years for the assault one, and you ain't gonna never be able to see your daughter again. And they scared her, and she copped out to 4 years, man. I was so hurt and mad about it, man. I was so hurt and mad about it. But it's a lesson, man. So I said, God do everything for a reason, so he must have had a reason. He must have had a reason, but it was an accident, man. It was an accident. She drunk, and that's why you timed my cousin Chris out by mistake, Step. That's all right. He back in the house. Yeah, so that's how my wife ended up incarcerated, man. I just got a letter from her just now. She just wrote me, see? James Hudson. And then that's her, Sherelle Hudson. I ain't even opened it yet. But sometimes, man, we can't even visit no more. When she been, and I'm gonna tell y'all the whole story how I end up in the position I end up. Because what happened was her bond was $300,000. I had been working for like 2 years. I was making like $19 an hour. I was making good money. I just bought me a car. So I gave her the other car I had, and her bond was $300,000. So the bonds lady wanted $7,000 up front, and then I had to pay $500 a month for 14 months until it was paid off. Somewhere around $16,000. That broke me. That's all the money I had. My savings was gone after that. I was trying to tell her, let's get a lawyer. Stay there. Let's get a lawyer. And I think we'll work out better. Yeah, thanks, Ness. Yeah, the system is crooked, man, because that's what I said in the courtroom too. I said, all you people supposed to have went to school, and y'all people supposed to know when people are innocent, when people are guilty. And y'all sit there and trying to say that this lady gave her daughter some stuff that could kill her or hurt her on purpose. Who does that? Why would she want to do that? Now, that's why I always say you have to have structure with your kids. Because if you don't have structure with your kids, they will do what she did. Because if it was me laying there and I left a drink on the table, she wouldn't have touched it because she knows that. And it ain't nothing about being mean. It's just about you don't know what that could be. So you shouldn't have just grabbed it and drank it off a table anyway. My wife was negligent for leaving it there. But if she stopped trying to be her daughter's friend and letting her daughter, like take her cell phone out of her pocketbook, look through her pictures, drink out of her glasses without asking. That's the type of stuff that you can't do that. You can't let children do that because they'll grow up thinking that they can do what they want to do. And it ain't about that. You have to have structure for kids, So it's a hurting thing, man. I feel for her when she calls home. So she stayed out for like over a year. I think. She stayed out over a year and a half. She stayed out going back and forth to court. And she copped out, man. And I was like, wow, why did you do that? So she got 4 years. So she had 4 months in before she got out on bond. and now she's been locked up for 10 months. So 2 more months will be a year, and she have to do 11 more months after that to go to parole. They said she had 50%, but I thought assault one was a violent crime. You do 85%, but they're telling her she only have to do 50%. Maybe because it's medication and it's not really an assault. Maybe the jail seen that like that. I don't know, but that's the case with her going to jail, man. So it's my wife's a beautiful woman, man. She lost everything, man, when her kid's father, her daughter's father, her daughter's father was working with these guys in the New Horville area. They was hustling, selling drugs. They all got busted by the feds. They kicked her door in. She was working at the hospital, and she had 2 jobs, nice car, nice home. They found the plate under the bed with some crumbs on it, I guess from him bagging up, and they charged her with it because he said it wasn't his, and that's the coward ass dude he is. He said it wasn't his, and he don't know how it got there, but he still went to jail because he had a warrant. But he tried to say that it wasn't his, so they end up charging her, and she lost everything. She had the car got taken because for payments. She lost her apartment, and she lost her job. So she was like nowhere to stay, and she was stressed out. So I guess she felt like getting high would ease her pain. I guess I don't know what the reason was, but I didn't knock her for it. But when we got together, she got herself together. She started doing groups and program and stuff, and I supported her. And she had got herself together, and she was doing good. My wife, she's a beautiful woman. But things happen, man. I wasn't gonna leave her at a hard time like that. Yeah, he is a cold pussy for that, man. Yo, listen, when she was going to get sentenced, Adrian, I rushed him in the courtroom because he kept acting like he was tough, and I was trying to be respectful because my wife about to get sentenced. So I'm trying to do the right thing and be civilized in the courtroom. But he studied running his mouth, saying slick stuff. And you know how sometimes you just black out? I just blacked out. All I remember is like 15 sheriffs carrying me out. They was gonna lock me up, but one of the sheriffs was like, "Man, we ain't gonna lock him up. Just let him go. His wife getting sentenced. You got this dude, this asshole over here talking shit and being disrespectful. I can understand. His wife getting ready to leave. So the dude let me go, and it was a white dude. You know what I'm saying? The black dudes wanted to lock me up." And they ended up letting me go. They walked me down the street. They made sure I wasn't waiting outside for nobody. I jumped in the car and I left. So I didn't even see her get sentenced, man. And I had to write the warden to get on the visitor list because I have a record. But the warden was nice, a female. She put me on the list. I went and seen her a couple of times. And after that, the COVID happened. They stopped all visits, and everything went to a halt. And that's how that happened. And that's why I said, listen, you know what I'm gonna do? Like I said, my daughter got killed, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna try to do something to help my community and help the kids in my community stay away from all this violence and all these guns. And that's the reason why I went to school and took up what I took up, social work, because I know I can work and make a difference somewhere and try to give back. And that's what my plans are, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. And I'm gonna keep this channel going, but I'm gonna start getting more in depth with different material so I can show people different things that's going on, like the prison to school to prison pipeline, on how Black children are so fast to be kicked out of school and sent to a probation, and that's how they end up going back and forth to jail. Because it happened to my daughter before she got killed. She was only in the 4th grade, and she said something to the teacher, smart, and they called the police, and they arrest my daughter, and she had a court date. And when her mother took her to court, this is not my wife I'm talking about, this is my kid's mother, my daughter's mother, took her to court. They copped out to probation, and that was the worst thing that you could do, because now anything she do, they want to lock you in detention. My daughter went to detention like 3 or 4 times, and I was just fed up with it. When I came home, I got out of prison, and I said, I got to get my daughter off this probation. I want my daughter to live with me. It took like 2 years, but the judge ended up granting it to me. He took her off to probation, and he said, "Okay, she can go. She can go stay with you." So I was in the mix of looking for an apartment for me and her, and she got killed, and it hurt me so bad. It really did, man. It hurt me, man. You know, 16 years old, man, shot in the face. My daughter sat in that house in the Kids in the Street area for like 16 hours, man, and they wouldn't let me go in there. And the girl that did it, she went to trial. She didn't win. She didn't beat the trial, but she didn't lose like she's supposed to have lost because she only got 10 years. She tried to go to parole like 3 months ago. We went up there to her parole. They denied her parole, but she only had 18 months left anyway. So she's probably in a halfway house or something now. You know? Yep. She only got 10 years for pointing a gun at my daughter and pulling the trigger. And the judge was pissed off because she tried to say it was an accident. Jamie's is my friend. The judge was like, you don't leave your friend and run across town and go take a shower and smoke some weed way across town. A real friend would have stayed there and called the ambulance. Be a Better You TV by Chris Muhammad. See, people blocked me, so I had to come back with another channel. Nah, he said he did it by mistake, man. He didn't mean to do what he said, cuz. My boy Stepwin said he did it by mistake. That's my man. He from Philly. He a good dude. Yeah, and that's what happened, man, with my daughter, man. That's why I want to try to help these kids, man. So I don't know why you can't get on, bro. Because he just had blocked you for so many minutes, I think. When he apologized to you, he said, I'm bad. I did it by mistake. Yeah, he said he did it by mistake. He timed you out for 300 seconds. Well, he did it by mistake. He didn't mean to do it, cuz. Yeah, so that's what happened with my daughter, y'all. So I think I'm gonna try to do it live like once a week. You know, not too much, but I was kind of mad with YouTube because my year was up. I had almost 4,000 hours, man. So I could have started monetizing my channel. I was only like 40 or 50 hours to get there, and the year was up, and now I got to start over with the viewing hours. I got to start over and get 4,000 hours again. That really pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? No problem, man. I keep it real, man. You know, I grew up in the inner city, man. I don't have no problem talking about my life or what I've been through, what struggles I had in life, or how I struggled to live. You know what I'm saying? My mother worked all her life, but she dropped out of school in the 8th grade. She had 3 boys. You know, she had to work hard. You know, she was born down south. They moved to New York for a little while. My oldest brother was born in New York. Then my mother came to Connecticut. Me and my younger brother was born in New Haven, Connecticut. And you know, she got a job at the VA hospital. She worked there for 42 years. My mother worked for 42 years at the VA hospital. She retired now. And you know, she's just relaxing, doing, you know, playing her little game, watching little shows. You know, I make sure she all right. I call her, talk on the phone all the time. I go over there. She stopped over here today. And you know, so life has been hard for me. I ain't gonna lie, but you know, I know it's been hard for a lot more people too. I'm not the only one. It's a lot of people that's struggling. It's you know, I asked these young kids on the block one day, I was like, did you ever sit down at the table at dinner time with your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, and everybody had, you know, eating dinner at the table, talking, and just, they never did that. This new generation is crazy. Yeah, cuz we got a lot of good memories. The new generation, I think it's because these women are having kids and these men are having kids at a young age, so they really don't know how to be a parent. Not all of them. Some of them, you know, they do what they got to do, but that's why it need to be more programs and stuff to teach these young parents how to be a parent, you know, the things you should do, you know, because Most of the time, these young people having kids and the grandmothers are taking care of them. Yeah, remember all the Thanksgivings we used to have at grandma's house? A whole family over there. They come from New York. They come up from everywhere. We eating, having a good time, man. My great grandmother, man, rest in peace, man. She passed away. When she passed away, it's like the family separated. Everybody went their own way, and then, you know, my grandmother passed away. My uncle passed away. You know, a few of my cousins passed away. When you start getting older, a lot of people start passing away, and it's like families not connected like it used to be. So you gotta love your people while they're here, man, because none of us ain't here forever, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I lost my daughter, and that's not the end. I got a rough, I have a rough, I had a rough life, man. Like last month, my daughter's mother, the one that got killed, she ended up, you know, when I was incarcerated, she ended up messing around with somebody else. I was with this woman for 27 years. When I got incarcerated, she started messing with somebody else. So when I got out of jail, I couldn't be with her no more. I said, I can't do it. You bring another man into my house, sleeping in my bed, you know, with my kids. We can't be together no more. And so we broke up, and she ended up getting married, going down south. But last month, she came up here to visit my daughter, and she visited her son in Hartford. But he's from New Haven, but he living in Hartford with his girlfriend. And she went out with her. She went out with her half sister, and her half sister called herself partying and getting high, and gave her some damn fentanyl, and she died last month. Rest in peace, Talena Hawley. She died laying holding the fan like this. You know, Tamar came in the room and found his mother dead in the room. So you know, I got a lot of trauma I deal with now. You know, and I'm alone in the house by myself. You know, nobody here with me, and when you sitting like that, you just got time to think about everything, man. You know, you got time to think about everything. My daughter's gone. My daughter's mother's gone. You know, she was only 54 years old, man. She would have been 54 years old in December, and she's not here no more. And I try to call my daughter because I have another daughter by her, Tiffany. She's working and in school. She worked at the dentist's office and stuff, putting braces in, taking braces out. She had my granddaughter Tanaya, and she's doing okay, but I know she's struggling with losing her sister and her mother. So I try to call her every day and talk to her, but I don't want to talk about it too much. Yeah, I know, right? With all this trauma I got, right? I do go. They stopped doing it when the COVID happened, so they wanted to do it online or something, but I never hooked up the site or whatever. But I'm gonna have to call them back, you know. But school was like therapy for me. That's why I was kind of mad when the COVID happened and I couldn't go to school, because that helped me a lot. You know what I'm saying? My transcripts. I show my transcripts on one of the other videos. You know, I go to school in college, all A's. You know, I was an honor student the whole time when I got my associates. I got a certificate for being an honor student for the whole 2 years, and I get all A's, and I got all A's at Albertus Magnus for the social work. So you know, I put my time and my mind into school, and it took me away, and it helped me, man. It helped me. It helped me a lot, man. It really did. It helped me a lot. You know. And yeah, you're right, Adrian. I count my blessings, man. I do. You know, I made it through the prison system. You know what I'm saying? I made it through the streets with the selling drugs and the using drugs and all that type of stuff. So I made it through that. So it's time for me to do something positive. And that's what I want to do. You know, sometimes I get negative thoughts. You know, we all do. But, you know, I don't entertain it for too long. You know. And I got tired of sitting in the house a lot. So I started going outside more, just, you know, getting in the car, going, you know, see different people and talk to them. And, you know, that helped me too, you know. I see, you know, just today, my boy's son got picked up on some kind of warrant or something for some conspiracy to do something. So he must have been talking on the phone with somebody or something he ain't supposed to be doing. So I was like, ain't nothing changing in these streets. People think they out there and they think, hustling is the way. And I can't be mad because I thought it was the way too. But, I learned over the years that it's not the way. If I would have got out of school and went to college early, graduated, got the hell out of New Haven, I don't know, I'd probably be successful, but I feel like God just have a plan for me. I just feel like God got a plan for me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna call the guy, the therapist, the black dude, man. He cool, man. I used to see him once a week, man. And I told him, I said, I'm only one degree away from having my master's degree like you, brother. And he was like, yeah, I know. So we had some good conversations. So I'm gonna call him probably tomorrow and see if we can start back the classes, or if not, I can hook it up online now. And that's why I want to stick with the YouTube thing. It ain't just trying to get no money and all that type of stuff. Because when I go to school, I know I can get a federal grant. If YouTube can help me be an outlet, and people could donate to help whatever they want to donate to help me out to build my channel up, so I can use the money to do what I got to do for the kids. You know what I'm saying? That's all good, because I'm gonna put money away for it too. Matter of fact, I already been doing that. I have a bank account, and I'll be trying to save what I can save, because I'm gonna get this house for these kids. I'm gonna get it, and once I get it, I'm gonna have a story to tell. For real, I'm gonna have a story to tell how I built the channel up and I kept it going. I went to school. I'm doing what I gotta do, and I end up being successful. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep doing it. And like I said, that school to prison pipeline, it sent my daughter on the wrong path. You know what I'm saying? Because my daughter ended up being real rebellious after she was locked in that room, that detention center for them hours. They used to let them come out, and that used to hurt me. You know what I'm saying? And knowing that she's locked up in a cell at the age of 15, 14. You know what I'm saying? And when she got out of there, she used to be so angry with the system that she was rebelling. She didn't want to listen to her mother. She didn't want to listen to me. And that caused her to be in the streets. That probation and being around them people that was locked up and them people that's in the street and not going to school, hooked up with the wrong people, and that's what she connected to. And she started hanging out with these gang member dudes and the gang member girls, and that's how she ended up in the house with the girl that had the gun. On a Sunday, she went over there, and the girl playing with the gun or whatever pointed at her. I don't know if she meant to do it or it was a mistake or what. But that school to prison pipeline, sucked my daughter in, man, and made her angry and rebellious. And she ended up getting shot and killed. So if I can help kids before they end up in the system, that'll be a good thing. That'll be a great thing. Even just talking, maybe they might hear me say something that might want to help them change their mind about what's going on in the streets and how that road leads to a dark place. Because selling drugs and hanging in the streets, there's only three things that can happen. You can end up in prison, you can end up dead, or you can end up strung out on drugs. Yeah, sometimes pain do make you stronger, because it helped me a lot to think about all the things and process all the things that I've been going through. And I just say it's a reason for everything. God put us where we're supposed to be. Nobody's where they at by mistake. God puts us where we supposed to be. And I feel like he put me in this situation for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the reason is because he wants me to give back and help out in the community, wherever that community might be. It don't have to be New Haven. It could be anywhere. But it could be an inner city with people that struggle to survive, people that don't have economic resources, people that don't go to the hospital and get checked out like they're supposed to, people that health might not be good and they don't even know it, and just trying to help people educate themselves, because we have to educate ourselves. Nobody's going to do it for us, and there's no magic wand that's going to say, boom, black people are rich now, Spanish people are rich now, you can do what you want to do. It don't work like that. We have to work together and make a change. I try to promote people in the inner city spending money on these big name brand. I see the guy here on some Balenciagas or whatever he calls them. They cost $1,000, and he's walking around with these sneakers on. You don't own no property, and you live with a girl or your mom's or whatever, but you can spend $1,000 on a pair of sneakers. $50 for a belt. I was like, we are lost because them people don't spend no money on us. You know what I'm saying? Them rich people that got all these fancy designer clothes, they don't spend no money on us. So why are you giving your money to them? I don't understand. It's all right to look nice, but support your people. Like, I'm pretty sure you got belts that's made by people that look like you that you can spend money and you can bring it out and it can be something. You don't have to spend $1,000 for some sneakers just to say I spent $1,000 for a pair of sneakers. That's crazy. That's crazy. Jordans, $200 and something, $250. If you order them online, $300 for the new ones. And people can do that, but they won't go take their kids to the park and buy them an ice cream. You right, School 101. That's some damn bragging and shit. That's what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm here to, like, tell the truth. Like, we need to wake up, man. We need to really wake up. Spending money that we can't get back, giving money to the rich. You buying all these name brand stuff. These people are living in big mansions, and you living in the inner city in an apartment with your mother or your girlfriend. But you spending money helping them to stay rich, but they're not helping you spend a dime. They're not helping you spend they're not giving you a dime to do nothing. They're not helping feed your kids, none of that. But you giving them your money, $1,000 for a pair of sneakers, $200 for a pair of jeans, $500 for a shirt. That's crazy. We gotta wake up. You say you wear keepers? What's keepers? You got, shoot, I'm just trying to design my own t-shirt, my own clothes. But if you do that, black people won't. If I come out with some jeans right now, black people won't support me. They'll be like, I ain't buying that. I'm going to buy me a pair of Nikes, some Jordans. They won't support me. We are so hateful and jealous towards each other that it's a shame. It's a shame. You know, instead of us being proud of people that do something and be successful, like we always hear about the people in the streets on YouTube and the people that's selling drugs, using drugs, making music, getting high. Oh, you got the clothing line and you don't get no support, cuz I'll support you. I know that. I'll support you. I'll buy something from your clothing line. I really will, man. We have to support each other. We're so materialistic that it's crazy. Like some kids, they won't even go to school if they don't have a pair of Jordans or the latest jeans. They'd be like, they're not going to school. I'd be like, wow. But you go to these rich neighborhood, middle class neighborhood, you see these white kids and some black kids, they go to school with flip-flops on, holes in their jeans, a t-shirt. You know why? Because they don't care about that. They just care about their education and graduating and moving on. It ain't got nothing to do with what you got on your feet. And that's what we make a mistake at. You know what I'm saying? We have to get out of that. My granddaughter is stuck on that. And I told my daughter Tiffany, I said, you have to stop doing that. Like she bought her the phones for like $200, and then she got another pair like a week later. Like you are teaching her the wrong way. It's not. She's gonna be so materialistic that if you don't get her what she wants, she's gonna throw tantrums. She's gonna be mad, and she's gonna think life is like that. When you go on the streets, you can get mad, throw a tantrum, you're gonna get what you want. And see, it's gonna slap her in the face because the world don't work like that. And that's what I try to express to her, man. You have to make kids earn stuff, and you have to explain to them why you're doing something for them. You can't just give them what they want all the time. It don't work like that. It don't work. Like people might try to say, "Oh, you're being mean." It's not being mean. That's right. That's right, they do. They love making money off of us with the rims for the cars, which is ridiculous. Sometimes people be having the rims on the cars, the rim costs more than the car. I was like, wow, it looks all right, but when somebody sees somebody riding with some rims on the car, the first thing they're gonna think, oh, he's a drug dealer or he done stole the car. You know what I'm saying? That's like we was talking the other day, my neighbor next door, and she's like, if you see a white person driving a Maserati, you're gonna say, okay, they got a good job, their family got money. As soon as you see a black person or a Maserati, first thing you're gonna say, he stole it. He can't afford that. What are you doing with that? And he's gonna get pulled over. And it's the truth. And that's why the police that be shooting all these black people are doing what they do. Because they have labeled us thugs, gangsters, drug dealers, murderers, and all black people that's outside. That's what they're doing. And it's crazy because that's not what all black people or Spanish people are doing. Some people work. They just like to go out on the weekend or whatever. There's nothing wrong with that. You work all week. Why can't you go out? You should be able to go out and have some fun responsibly. But it ain't gonna. And they talk about. That's why I say this to everybody. All I got is some old hubcaps with training wheels. Shoot, I just paid my car off last month. Woo! I'm so happy about that. It ain't no fancy cars. It's a regular Chevy Impala. So, and I'm proud to have it because it gets me where I need to go. I got to go shopping now. I have to go to the laundromat. I got to be real domestic as a man today. So I have to eat and I have to, wash my clothes and stuff like that. So I do what I got to do. But this right here could be real therapeutic for me too, just talking about things. And I appreciate all the guys and girls, the females and the men that are up here. I really appreciate you guys. I do. I thank you for coming up here and listening to me, man. I probably try to do this again. But Pink Sugar, what's going on? I ain't seen you in a while. How you doing? What you say, cuz you had to make me smile? When you say you got the old cat, the hubcaps with the training wheels. Yes, I try to be, Angel. I try to be. Yes, same to you. Same to you, Pink Sugar. I always tune in. I tune in. I tune in and subscribe to everybody that got channels and I see and they talking about something. That's right. Don't laugh. It's paid for, right? That's right. That's right. 2010 Chevy Impala. I'm proud of my little car. I had it for like 3 years. I paid it off. So I paid it off without a job. So I was collecting for a little while. It was a blessing that I was able to do it without a job. You know what I'm saying? Because many times I was thinking negative, and I was like, I can't do that because I'm too old to be sitting in somebody's jail, man. I did enough of that shit already. But if the police see you outside, they swear to God you doing something because the way you dress. I've been dressing like this all my life. When I went to work, I used to be casual, shirt, button-up shirt, some shoes, rubber soles or whatever, some slacks, jeans, whatever. I was presentable when I was at work, and I'll always be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to continue to do what I got to do. Yeah, no more prison for none of us, man. Prison is made for rapists, murderers, and stuff like that. That's what prison should be. Prison shouldn't be for people that's boosting or people that have drug addiction. Prison shouldn't be for people like that. It should be somewhere they can get help. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I'm listen, man, I'm telling you, that's why I have a plan. I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to have these houses. And after I get one, I'll get two. And after I get two, I'll get three. And I can get them all over. I don't have to be in one place to start it. I'm definitely going to get it, man. I'm definitely working hard to do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? And if I save one kid, oh, you had your Camry for 8 years? That's right. That's right. Pink City, you're right. People need therapy and intervention, not jail. You send them to jail and they're just sitting there in a warehouse and they don't have no program. They have a little NAA, but it's hard to get there. And then it's not enough programs to really help nobody. You're just sitting in jail like you're just warehoused. And you're not rehabilitating nothing. You have to do it yourself. You have to rehabilitate yourself because it's not structured to help a person get out and be successful. So you have to find a way to do it yourself. And that's what I did when I was in there. I took a few college courses. I was lucky to be able to take a few college courses, but I couldn't take enough where I can get my degree because you had to pay cash for the other classes. So when I waited till I got home and I signed up for the community college at Gateway, and boom, I got my associates. And then after I started working, like I told you, I left there. Yep, that's good. You're back in school. I have 2 classes to go, and I'm graduating from Albertus Magnus with my bachelor's degree. And then I'm going to do the accelerated program to get my master's. And one professor, man, she was so honest with me that I had to respect her, even though it was a racist remark she had said to me, you know, because the way I dress, big, black, bald-headed guy, jeans, sneakers, or Timberlands, or whatever on, she felt like I was from the streets and I wasn't going to make it. And when I graduated, she was like, you know, when you first started school, I didn't think you were going to make it. I didn't think this was for you, but you surprised me. So the first thing I said is, why did I surprise you? Because I'm black and bald-headed, because I dress a different way? And she just looked at me. And you know what? I said, I respect your honesty, but it's a lot of people like me that can do it and deserve a chance to do it and shouldn't have people, you know what I'm saying, judging them. Because you judged me from my appearance. And that told you that I was some kind of street thug and that, you know, I've been out of school for 30 years and I wasn't going to be able to do it. And I surprised everybody. That's why I worked so hard. I got all A's for the whole 2 years. One lady gave me a B plus, and I think she did it on purpose just so I wouldn't have a 4.0. So my score, my GPA was a 3.9, and I think she did it on purpose because I rocked her class, and I know I rocked her class. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's I'm graduating with social work, and then I'm going for my master's too in counseling. That's what I'm gonna do. So we're on the same trail, girl. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Yep. That's what happened. And that's, you know, that's my life. That's right. We got to be strong. And while I was in school, it's the shortest of men in school, in the classes. Every class I took since I've been in school, it was never more than 3 guys. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Our people need us. And that's why I say more men need to go to school too, because it's a lot of women doing their thing. And that's why I respect women to the fullest. A lot of women that was going to school, they going to school, they work a job, they taking care of their kids, they got a husband, and they doing it every day. Some women have 2 jobs, going to school and making it. And I take my hat off to women every day for getting busy like that. So that's why I say there's no excuse for men that's standing around and outside or riding around in the streets doing nothing. You could be going to school and getting you a degree towards something you like to do. And I think a lot of people be scared or fear of failing. And I told them, if you go to a community college, they have it set up where people will help you. Students that graduate, they will tutor you. They'll show you how to do it. And all school is remembering what you read, writing down your notes, listening to what the professor is telling you to do, getting the format of whatever it is, and that's it. Doing your research. That's all it is. It's just time consuming. But if you go to school, you have to do it. That's what I'm saying, Pink Sugar. You exactly the kind of woman I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Full-time job, kids, 2 grandkids, and a husband, and you doing it. I salute you. I swear I do. I swear I salute you. That's why men that's doing nothing, that's just riding around in the streets doing nothing, I don't have no respect for that, because our women are doing their thing out here. And like I said, every class I was in never had more than 3 guys in it. From Gateway to Albertus Magnus, never was more than 3 guys in the class. And that's crazy. It should be more men going to school. It should be more men being in their kids' lives. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with taking your kid to the park? What's wrong with taking your kid to get some eat and then dropping them off? You know, a lot of guys, I hear them say, I'm gonna go see my daughter today. I gotta babysit my daughter. You don't babysit your own kids. It's your kid. There's no such thing as babysitting your kid. It's your kid. You should have them. You should spend time with them. That's the mistake I made when I was young. I have a son that was born in 1984. I was in prison when he was born, and I had a 12-year bid, so I was gone for a while. And his mother was, when I got out of jail, his mother had brain cares that I didn't care about him, and I'm with somebody else, and I'm raising their kids. And you tell a kid that for so many years, he's gonna believe it. It wasn't until last week I seen my son. He was talking to his cousin, and I said, "What's up, man?" And he was like, "What's up, Dad?" I was like, "What's up with you?" He was like, I want to talk to you for a minute. I said, "What's up?" He said, "I want to apologize to you, you know, for being disrespectful and saying that you ain't been in my life enough, and you can't be around my kids because you don't want me to be in and out of their life like I was with you." You know, he said I was wrong for that. He said, but my mother lying to me all these years. But I talked to my Uncle Paul and my grandmother, and they told me how much you was in love with my mother and how she cheated on you and how she was messing with different guys, and that's why you left. And she used to use him as a weapon. I wanted to see my son. She mad because I'm not with her, won't let me see him. So, yeah, God is good because, you know, we talked it out. And he said he was going to text me so we could get some breakfast. I mean, go eat something and talk. But he ain't do it yet. So I'm just going to wait for him. But it was good, and it felt good hearing that he knew he was wrong and he apologized. And I hugged my son, man. He looked just like me, and it made me feel good, man. So that's a blessing as far as that. I think about that. And I got my son. You know, he's a electrical engineer. He went to school, he got his master's degree. And him and his wife and his daughter, you know, he drives the big BMW. He got a big house in Hamden, you know, so he's doing real good for himself. He got a great job. His wife got a great job. He never been in the streets. And I told him, I said, you got to think about something, man. I could have had you with me every day, and I could have corrupt you to the streets, because when I got out of jail, my mother was living on Congress Avenue, one of the worst avenues in New Haven, and they were selling so much drugs. I didn't want my son around that environment, so I let his mother take care of him and his grandmother because they was more equipped to show him the right way to live, and it worked because he never got in the streets. He never smoked no weed. He never got in trouble. He went to college for 4 years, stayed on the campus. So they did a good job raising him. Chris said he got 6 children and 9 grandchildren. 3 grandchildren. I got 3 grandchildren. Yep. 2. I got 2 by one by my daughter Tiffany, and I got 2 by my son James. But that's a good thing, you know. And I'm gonna have to. I try to make their lives more and do things. It ain't about money and stuff. It's just about spending time with them and making them laugh, so they can have them memories that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, have them remember what's going on. Oh, because your oldest is EMT, huh? That's good, man. That's good. I'm proud of cuz. That's a good thing. Your daughter's a nurse. Wow, that's good. That's good. You raised them right, man. You raised them right, cuz. That's a good thing, man. It is. For real. Yeah, so that that I told everybody when I got up on here I was gonna explain what happened with my wife and stuff like that, and that's what I did. And things happen, and I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything or none of that. Your daughter's an IT for the tech for Apple. Yeah, yeah. My son worked for some. I think he worked for somebody, one of them big companies like Apple. He does something. He knows a lot of stuff about this computer stuff. All that stuff. Well, it's been an hour, man, and I like what I shared with you guys. It was great. My first time doing it live like this, and I think I'm gonna try to do it more often because it can be therapeutic for me and other people to hear something good. So it's a blessing to be able to be up here and talk to you guys. I'm out. I see all you guys later on. See you later, cuz. I'll talk to you later on, man. Y'all have a nice night. Okay, Pink, she gonna rewind it. Okay, that's cool. Next time I come on, I'll let people know so they can. I mean, I'll leave a notification so people can know what time I'm gonna come on. I got some more stuff I need to talk about and reveal. I'm hoping I can get the phone call with my wife and have her up here, guys. Maybe somebody can ask her some questions or whatever. And that's it. I love you guys, man. Thanks, cuz. And I hope you guys have a good night, man. Peace.